Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and it has been a minute since I've talked about any Naruto stuff on this channel. Yeah, I know. You guys know I'm like, the number one Naruto fan. And Naruto is done. However, Boruto continues to exist, and it's out there. Now, here's the thing. Before I really get into it, I do want to say that I do plan on making a Naruto versus Sasuke final thoughts video because I remember that happened in the anime, and you guys never did get my thoughts on it, nor did you get my thoughts on the Storm series. Like as far as how the battle went in that. So I think I owe that to you guys. Not only that, but then the Elite Ace once again pushed me and was like, dude, you gotta let these guys know about your thoughts on the finale of Naruto. Like, that's not right. And I'm like, yeah, you got a point. As long as I've been doing Naruto on this channel, I think it's only fair that I tell you guys what I actually thought about the final battle. But I want to make sure I go back and rewatch the whole thing first before I go ahead and do it, even though I know it basically by heart, but just so it's more fresh in my mind when I do the video. Now, to get into this, my thoughts on the whole. Or I guess this is gonna be. I'm gonna probably title this video more about 5 minutes on Boruto. So, I know recently the Boruto manga um, has this redid basically the Boruto Naruto the movie type stuff, but they added little extra bits in there. They even had Momoshiki with a new design, so to speak, or at least when he transforms, he had a new design. And they had one particular scene where Momoshiki actually has, freezes time, or at least freezes, or gives Baruto the sensation of a time freeze, and basically begins to talk to him about what he sees in his future, how he sees things going for Baruto. He doesn't really get into like huge detail, but he alludes that Baruto's path will be a lot different, that he might go down a more darker path. And if you ask me, and this is like spoilers, I want to say this right now, make sure you check out the Baruto manga if because I'm kind of already spoiling things at the moment. But if you haven't checked it out, make sure you go check it out. But, he kind of alludes to me that Boruto might even kill Sasuke. Now, that's just me. I haven't really heard too many people saying that. And then again, I haven't been looking on the forums or anything like that. For all I know, a lot of you guys might have been saying that. But I think that's actually something that might actually happen in the Boruto manga. That we might actually have Sasuke and Boruto have a certain confrontation. Now, do I think Boruto's going to be bad? Not really. Or if he is bad, I don't think he'll be bad forever, especially seeing as how we've seen a page in the beginning of the Boruto manga of Boruto older, and we see him having this one-eyed Byakugan thing that he was rocking with these curse markings all over his body. Whatever kind of curse mark it is, I don't know. Hopefully he's rocking some Tenseigan. Can't quite say if that's Tenseigan or not because they might have drawn it different in the manga, but he definitely should be getting it. But anyway, Momoshiki keeps alluding to the guy about the idea that basically once you killed a god, or once you defeated a god, there's no going back. In other words, Baruto's ego is going to just be sky high, and they're already trying to establish the rivalry between, I think, or maybe not quite a rivalry, but a little bit of a rivalry between Gaara's son and Boruto. So, I guess a little throwback to the Chunin exams in that sense. Naruto and Gaara fighting against each other or whatnot, and Gaara's son is confident he can beat Boruto or whatnot. So I do expect to see something with that coming up, a good confrontation between those two. Because even though Boruto technically defeated Moshi, he didn't really defeat him. Naruto and Sasuke basically gave him the gun, loaded it up for him, made it for him, and just told him to fire. That's literally what it was. But I am, I guess, what I really want to talk about is more about the very ending, or the ending of the point when you see Boruto take the bandages off of his hand, and you see that he has a curse mark on his hand, or what appears to be a curse mark, a marking on his hand that a lot of people will figure is a curse mark. Now, think this is something totally new. I don't think this is like, the whole thing with um, Jugo, when you had everybody following that particular curse mark or whatnot. So I do think this is an interesting thing that they're taking. This is something that should probably be more along the lines of what the the Otsutsuki use, or since we know the Otsutsuki aren't from this world, so to speak. So actually, which would be really cool, is if they decided to go with a whole new power altogether, like a new power source instead of just chakra, because chakra is something that Kaguya used. Maybe this could be a whole new power altogether. Do I think they're going to do that? I'm not really too sure. But theoretically, it should be something completely different that they're using, or that he uses when he uses his curse mark. I mean, especially since Naruto, Sasuke, they didn't pick up on this. They didn't even sense that Momoshiki's presence was still lingering around. Now, that could be attributed to them being rusty, and this could be just something unique to those of the Otsutsuki bloodline. Um, but Boruto, I think, actually technically would be more in touch with that than Naruto would, or Sasuke, simply for the fact that he's of Naruto's bloodline. So he should have all these different things mixed in him, but then he also shares that of Hinata's bloodline. And as you know, if you've seen the movie The Last Naruto the movie, we know that the Hinata had or not Hagoromo, but Hamura's chakra passed on to her. So all that should play some sort of role, and I think it will play a role. And I think that's kind of what Momoshiki was getting at. So, more or less, what I want to say is what my expectations from the Boruto manga are. Because I mean, it's never going to be, in my opinion, as good as Naruto. But I think if there's anything that Boruto should do, if it wants to even try to even compare itself and not just become GT, is that it needs to push the boundaries of things that Naruto did not do. It needs to kill off characters, maybe some fan favorites, if you want to actually create some sort of relevance or shock in the story. And they need to go further on exploring the Otsutskis, which I think they're going to do. Um, preferably would like it if they went more into characters like Sarada, maybe gave her the front rather than, or maybe even Rock Lee's kid or something like that, or even somebody from another village. I kind of don't like the idea sometimes, the fact that it's got to be Naruto's kid, it's got to be in front and center, it's got to be. Like, I'm like, you mean to tell me you couldn't give somebody else? One of my buddies actually even thinks that Himawari should be more relevant in this. And hopefully she is. I mean, you never know. Boruto has to have a time skip considering the fact that we see him get older. So Boruto's got to be broken up into a part 1 and part 2. So I don't know, but these are just like my quick thoughts of what's been going on with the whole Boruto thing. I just wanted to kind of give it to you guys a little bit. I might actually even start giving predictions for the Boruto chapters, because just like I did the Naruto chapters, I don't want any promises on that though. But I'm thinking about it, and I'm probably gonna make some theory videos on it. But this is like I'm gonna call it my 5 minutes on Boruto, but this isn't actually 5 minutes on Boruto. This is more like, when I'm looking at the time, like 8 minutes or something, or more than 8 minutes. So forgive me for that, but I just think it's a fitting title. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about what's been going on in Boruto recently. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give me a thumbs down. The choice is yours, like I always say. And check out my social media pages down below. Shining Otaku, if you want to check out the newest and best manga content from new up-and-coming writers and artists. And, check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and the website shiningotaku.com. Anyway, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow for a new video. It might be a crossover battles video. Not quite sure yet, but I'm thinking about doing one in particular. I might actually even revisit Naruto versus Ichigo. And as soon as I get some editing software again, because I mean my computer's like top of the line now. Maybe not top of the line, but it's a little better than what it used to be when I had the laptop. So hopefully, when I get some editing software, I'll probably go ahead and touch these videos up a bit more, because I'm truly basically going back to my roots right now. Like, I'm using the first camera I ever used for YouTube right now to talk to you guys, because I don't know where my old camera is. So just letting you know. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.